Hi. Hi, friends. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy. Can you see me and hear me? I'm back in Boston. La 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 la. Uh, I don't know about if this double stream thing worked last time or if it will work this time, but we're gonna go for it again and see how it goes. Let me know if you are watching on the phone or if you're watching on a desktop. I'm curious who's coming from where. But I like that it's more people, more access, but I don't like that you guys can't see each other in the chat. So I just haven't still decided. It also ends up making me less money because it's not as monetized on one video, but I do like that it brings the people together. Anyway, we have a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about for many reasons. That's so funny. I was watching Steph's show and she started with, "We have a lot to talk about." And she always does, and I always do. If you're not already watching Steph Sabra, she goes live before me on Sundays. And she did a little Friendsgiving before this. And she made me kind of nervous because I wanted to watch that movie, Train, whatever. And she said she bawled her eyes out during it. Just texted her asking if I would like it. But okay, I'm back home. I've been home since Thursday, which was my mom's birthday. My sister and I went to a Noah Khan concert, which I'll tell you about in a little. But I did that, and then I've been home and working, and seeing friends, and enjoying my life. And I am now one of the things that I did was watch the Patriots today. Another thing I did was watch a doc with my dad called The Age of Disclosure. If you haven't heard about it, don't you worry. I can't shut the F up about it. It's literally all I can talk about. So we'll discuss that. Plus Thanksgiving plans, plus what's going on with you guys, plus what's going on with me. La la la. Yeah, there was a new It Welcome to Dairy episode. Now I think you guys are caught up with me on It Welcome to Dairy. So now I don't know anything that you don't know. So we can talk about that. Also, this was opening weekend for Wicked 2, which I loved. I'm curious how you guys felt about it. So lots of things. Lots and lots and lots of things. What's going on with you guys? Let's start with where in the world are you? Where are you watching from? How are you doing? What's your Sunday looking like? Gotta stay hydrated. It's very important. I have some devastating news. It's not devastating for anybody who's not outside of the greater Boston area, but my favorite ice cream place of all time, is called White Mountain Creamery. It is my childhood ice cream place. It is the best. My favorite flavor is a flavor called Cookie Monster, which is Oreo ice cream with cookie dough in it. It is the greatest tasting thing ever. Every single time I come home, I go to White Mountain. There's never a time I come home and I don't go to White Mountain. I go to New England Soup Factory, I go to Anna's Taqueria, and I go to White Mountain. I never miss White Mountain. So I was very upset about a month ago when my brother, maybe 2 weeks ago, my brother texted me that White Mountain, after 45 years, was going out of business. And it was going out of business on Sunday, November Ta-da. I'm on my dad's computer. Why am I on my dad's computer? Because my computer certainly does not work. Can you hear me? My computer just froze in the middle of I don't wait, am I gone again? What? I don't even know. Well, my computer does not work. We'll see if this one works better. I don't know why it just kicked me out. We're just gonna do the very best that we can. Thank you guys for being here. Let's give it a few minutes to kind of um do its thing. Happy Sunday. We are trying. Okay. So, all right, seems like I'm a little bit back. I'm gonna utilize this while I can. You guys know I have to buy a new computer. I just haven't. Slash came and I don't know why this. Yeah, I don't know. And at home, I use that PC, but it's so big and I can't travel with it. So, oh yeah, okay, thank you, Andrew. So this ice cream place is supposed to close. My favorite ice cream place of all time is supposed to close Sunday, November 23rd. So excited to come home and go for the closing night of the ice cream place. It's usually open until midnight. So I went out with my girlfriends to get Anna's taqueria tonight. We went for burritos, and then afterwards we were going to go to the closing night of White Mountain. And we get to White Mountain, and what is on the door? Let me show you. So this is going to be my last time ever having my favorite ice cream. And this was what was on the door. To our much valued customers, since the announcement of our departure, we were deluged with orders to the point where our inventory has been depleted. This level of demand obviously took us very much by surprise, and unfortunately, we have run out of product and are forced to close. We're very sorry for any inconvenience. Mike, who would I ask for a new computer for Hanukkah? Nobody gets me a Hanukkah present. Nobody gets me a holiday present. Wouldn't that be something? But yeah, I'm very sad about my ice cream. I really wanted it. So then we went to JP Licks, which is good, but it's just not, that's just the place that's always open. It's not my forever place. Now I missed it forever. It's so bummed. So that was my bad news for the night. It's the greatest ice cream of all time. And like the worst part is that they are closing, but it's not because they weren't doing well. They were always slammed, 45 years open and doing super well. And now some big chain ice cream place is coming in there and bought them and is going in. And it's like, I don't want the chain ice cream place. I want my local ice cream shop. The best ice cream of all time. This one family owned it. Ugh, sad. I love that everybody went out because they love them so much. But I should have tried to go earlier in the week. I just figured I'd go for closing night. Say goodbye. My burrito was very good tonight, though. Anna's is the best. All right. Well, now I am not on the Stream Labs. Okay. I'm going to have to try to log on from my phone. We are just making it all work, folk. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. Nope. So far, so com/login. Just learning it all together. We will be talking about age of disclosure. Don't you worry if that's why you're here. We will absolutely get to that. Log in with YouTube. What do you think about the slick back pony? How are we feeling about it? Just curious. Thank you for being here. Shout out to everybody who's here and has dealt with all of these tech issues and stayed for the night. Just quick shout outs for all my faves people. Sam, Brandy, Sexy Andrew, Mr. ND Fanatic, William, Mike, Britt, RKMD Somebody, Mohammed, Callie, Nadeem, Lloyd. Okay, I was just giving a few shout outs just because you guys have been so great about waiting when I have been experiencing technical difficulties on all rounds right now, which is truly not allowing me to do all the things I need to do. And that is fine. How are you guys feeling about it? Welcome to Derry. Oh my God, it logged me into the wrong fucking thing. You are so annoying. You are so annoying. Let's see if I can get this right. There we go. All right, baby. It is November 23rd, coming in hot into the Streamlabs. The usual lurker. Okay, the usual lurker with our first Streamlabs of the day. Appreciate you. It came in at 10:23 this morning. Let's see. Tara said recently that she has. Okay, sorry, it's just that she has 4A8226 on the phone. It's coming in weird. Oh, okay. Sorry, it was zoomed into something. Tara said recently that she has, quote, no nudity, end quote, in her contract and would not do it no matter the story, money, director, etc. Does the same go for you? Congrats on your new movie, Wildcat, by the way. I look forward to seeing it. Speaking of Wildcat, how cool would it be to react to it on The Real Rejects? Always Lola as well. Come on, Greg. We want all Roxy all the time. Also, are you one of those actors who doesn't enjoy watching themselves, or are you pretty comfortable? Thank you, the usual lurker, for these bunch of questions. Appreciate the Streamlabs. Let's take it one at a time, shall we? Sorry, I'm so up close and personal with you guys right now. You can see all the wrinkles. Can you see the 11? Really up in there. My eyes are so large and in charge. Yeah, Sam, the usual lurker is the handle. I don't know who the usual lurker is. That's interesting that Tara has that. I feel like I don't know that I ever say never to anything, and things depend on story and how much you love something and how much it means to you and how much you think that it's relevant. So, um, there's nothing that I have done so far and nothing that I plan on doing, but that doesn't mean that there will be no time in my life in which a story speaks to me in that way. So, it definitely won't have to do with the money and it won't have to do with the director. It will have to do with the story, the actual project, if that was ever a thing. Back away from the camera. For that, thank you for the congrats on Wildcat. It comes out in 2 days. I don't know what theaters still. I don't know what theaters. Which is weird. I don't know how to know. Maybe because Thanksgiving and things are bizarro right now, but I do know that it will be released on digital on Tuesday and in theaters. Which theaters? I don't know. Gotta find out. And then, speaking of Wildcat, it would be cool if it react to Real Rejects. Yes, I would never ask that, and I would never push Greg to doing something. He knows I'm in a movie. He knows it's coming out. If he wants to react to it or have the team react to it, he would. I would never expect that. Every reaction we do costs the channel a lot of money for editing, time, bringing the hosts in for that stuff. And so you have to run it as a business and see if it would make the company money or not to do the reaction. So enough people would have to watch it. The website has the theaters. What are you talking about? I went to Fandango and I can't see anything. What's the website? Sam, tell us more. I love that you know more. There's a website I posted in your Discord. Oh, yay. Let me look. I saw the website that you posted in the Discord, Mike, but when I clicked on it, there was no times, no theaters. But that was a few days ago. Let's see, which channel did you put it in? Mm-mm-mm. Let's see, maybe he put it in TV, movies, and music. Re-put it. Oh, the closest theater to you. Let's see. Okay. Now checking the website. Wildcat.movie. Let's see the closest theater to me. Search, search, search. Let's see how limited. Closest to you. Not letting me search on my phone. So that doesn't mean anything, but you can't search on here. The annoying. The website has been updated. Somebody tell me if there are any in Massachusetts. And what about in Cali? I don't think it's in LA or New York, which is bizarre. That is bizarre. Not only is it bizarre, but it's also bizarre. But mostly bizarre. How bizarre. How bizarre. Oh, yeah, on this list, let's see, a lot of Michigan, a lot of Illinois, Indiana, Missouri. They must do deals regionally, and that's why these ones must be being posted regionally, I guess. I don't know. Because it's like so many. Or is am I Mississippi or Michigan? They may update it more tomorrow. That's what I would have to guess because, like, why so many in the Midwest? Unclear. But it's cool that if you're in the Midwest, go check it out. Okay, let me get back to Streamlabs. So yeah, if they ever wanted to do a movie that was in, that would be so cool. If they never do a movie that I'm in, I get it. Well, I'm eventually going to be in such big movies, they can't deny it. But yeah, that's how I feel. Like something like Always Lola was so amazing to be a part of. But when Real Rejects is covering a movie, they need to get tens of thousands of viewers, if not hundreds of thousands of people to watch their reaction. So it's got to be kind of a bigger movie. Also, are you one of those actors who doesn't enjoy watching themselves, or are you pretty comfortable? I don't think people who don't enjoy themselves aren't comfortable. I think that it's just a preference thing, but I have no issue watching myself. And yeah, I feel like this is such a small amount of time on screen role that it's like, it's not like I'm watching myself for the whole time. It's a little nerve-wracking and something like Always Lola when I'm on screen the whole time and you're like, am I gonna be any good the whole movie? But this is like, I got it. It's not a I feel pretty confident in this smaller screen time performance. I think I did a good job. We'll see. Hopefully. Getting showtimes here in is MN Minnesota. Can't find any in MA on Fandango. Ugh. Annoying. Mike Joyce in the house. So nice to see the Bears being great this season after being so bad for so many years. The Patriots are in the same boat this season. How does it feel to see the Patriots being great again? So cool because me, my niece, my brother, my sister-in-law, my sister, my dad, his girlfriend, their dog, and I all watched the Patriots together today, and it just feels like old times, like in the basement watching the Pats. They kick butt. Although, to be honest, today was not their best game, even though we pulled out the W. It was not like an amazing showing by any means, but it was very, very exciting. It's so much more fun to have a great football team. Let's see. Imprinted on Roxy, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Team Stryer, can't wait to see you in the new Roxy Stryer movie, Wildcat, with Kate Beckinsale. Yes, that is how they describe it for sure. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Callie Loki says, random question, but did you ever get to watch K-pop Demon Hunters? I would love a reaction video of it. I still haven't watched it. I know that they were going to have me do it for the channel, but I don't know what's happened with that. So I'm just not sure. If they don't have me watch it by the end of the year, I'll probably watch it myself because I just have missed out and it's such a huge movie. RQMDSMD in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, I thought Wicked for Good was great. Lack of big song and not having Alphaba and Glinda on screen together enough was complaints I heard. Yeah, I think For Good is a big song and No Good Deed is a big song, but neither of them are Defying Gravity or popular. I'm glad you loved it though. I thought it was great also. Super great. Mr. ND in the streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, curious, have you gone any rabbit hole of theories about pluribus, or are you trying to stay clear of it? Also, is Between Bodies and I Love LA? Also, is Between Bodies and I Love LA, doesn't Rachel Sennett the best at crash our moments? Let me really try to understand this. Well, the first part for pluribus, I haven't deep dived any rabbit hole theories. I have my own, but I'm not deep diving anything else yet. I really love this most recent episode. It was very dark and fucked up. Okay, so let's see. Now the second part. Also, is Between Bodies and I Love LA, doesn't Rachel Sennett the best at crash our moments? What do you mean? I think you're saying Between Bodies, 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 and I Love LA, her show. But I don't know what doesn't Rachel Sennett the best at crash our moments means. Maybe crash out moments? Yeah, she's the best at crash out moments. Yeah, my favorite performance of hers is Shiva Baby also. I love that movie. She's so great in it. Yeah, she does do a good job at crash out moments. I also think very good at crash out moments as Molly Gordon, who I just watched with my sister. We watched Oh Hi. Did you guys see Oh Hi? Oh my God. The premise of that movie. I had no idea. I thought it was a rom-com. Somebody lied to me. Oh Hi was wild. My sister was like, you told me you were putting on a rom-com. I was like, I thought this was a rom-com. It was so good though. Very, very good. Let's go into the super chat and then take some more Streamlabs and talk about some of the things I want to get to, including the age of disclosure. Sexy Andrew Thomas 8888 says, happy Thanksgiving week, Sexy Bostonian and Roxy. I'll be working at the movie theater on Thanksgiving afternoon and then have Thanksgiving with immediate family after work and then watch football. That's a great Thanksgiving. The immediate family, what are you guys eating? Who's cooking? What is for dinner? For us, we're also doing it just with the immediate family and my grandma and her man. So just a few of us, and turkey, mashed potatoes, and sweet potatoes, and a lot of carrots. We're a big carrot family, and gravy and stuffing, obviously, and salad. And my sister and I make pumpkin bread. So that, yeah. Your mom's cooking turkey stuffing, corn pudding. Oh, yum. Some rolls. Any other questions, comments, concerns, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. By I show people in the chat. Oh my God, Brittany. Yeah, we're so into carrots. We're doing 2 different kinds of Thanksgiving carrots. But the one that I'm excited about is the maple glazed carrots. Carrots are just elite. I got Tara really into carrots too. We just love carrots. Baby carrots. So good. Love baby carrots. Love carrots in general. You can do so much with them. You can eat them raw. You can roast them. You can bake them. You can season them in all different things. You can juice them. You can puree them. You can just do a lot to carrots. Big carrot girl. Carrot, carrot, carrot. All right, send in those Streamlabs questions, comments, words of support about Wildcat coming out in 2 days. Can you guys believe I'm in a movie that's coming out in 2 days? Like, what? Crazy. Very, very, very exciting. Okay. But I show people in the chat. Have you heard of The Age of Disclosure? And have you watched The Age of Disclosure? Let me know. this is the main thing I want to talk about tonight, because don't worry if you haven't, then I've got you. And if you have, oh my God. This is all I'm thinking about. Aliens and shit. All the way back to Collider Life. Who was with me in those days? Okay, so I asked if you had heard of it and if you've watched it. RQMDSMD just says yes. So yes, you've heard of it and watched it. Brandy hasn't. Scott hasn't. Callie's heard of it but hasn't watched it. Mike heard of it because of Christian mentioned it. It's crazy because I was texting Christian and Christian hadn't even watched it yet. And I was like, oh my God, I need you to watch this because we have to talk about it. Joshua says, yup. So yes, you've seen it. Nadim says, let's go. Does that mean you've seen it? Patty has not. Patty boy, it's me. Okay, so you guys are all over the place. So for those of you guys who don't know, Age of Disclosure is a documentary about UAPs and the disclosure around UAPs. And it premiered at South by Southwest, and nobody's been able to see it since then, but people have been talking about it, and now it is everywhere. If it's the first time you're hearing of it, you're going to hear it a million more times because it's on every news station. Everyone's talking about this, and as they should be. I think that this is going to be Oscar nominated, and I hope that it wins. So the doc is an hour and 50 minutes where dozens of extremely credible sources are interviewed about the government's awareness of UAPs, and what currently we are in possession of, and what might be happening in the water and in the skies, what we might be looking at when we talk about UAPs, what possible theories of what they are doing, what they want, where they're coming from. It's such a great entry point, and more than entry point if you're already familiar into UAPs. It really is so clear and breaks down since the 1940s what has been happening around the world in regards to unidentified aerial phenomena, and the way that they are so clear and concise in describing specific incidents, what was seen, what was taken, who in the government knows about what, why this has not been released to the public, what they're still not allowed to say, who has been involved, what this could possibly mean for the future. It is so mind-blowing and so insane that it's beyond reasonable doubt that this is real. And unless you believe that dozens of extremely credible sources have just all decided to get together and come up with one massive lie to us, then you have to believe that there is another life form and it's here. And it's kind of all I'm interested in talking about these days because of what this could do for the future and what this could mean for the planet. Because a little bit, I don't want to say nothing else matters, but a little bit, nothing else matters if this is as big of a deal as it could be, depending on what the reasons are that these UAPs are here. And one of the things I thought was really interesting about the doc is they show a lot of footage throughout history of a lot of different presidents being on talk shows and all over the place being asked about this. And always the audiences kind of giggle when they hear UFOs, UAPs, aliens. When they hear those words, they all kind of like snicker. And each one of the presidents responded very seriously to the questions. Like, no, that's a very valid question. There was not one president who kind of laughed it off. And the doc makes it very clear that not all presidents are dialed in or aware of the situations, but I just think it's so strange. One of the biggest smear campaigns that has ever existed is that of UAPs. And people are so afraid, even if they have knowledge, to talk about it because they're scared that they are going to be laughed at, that it's going to discredit them as individuals, it's going to ruin their career. And as a society and as a nation, in this nation, we've done such a good job of making people feel crazy for telling UFO stories or UAP stories, that this doc talks about the dangers of how other countries don't have that same stigma, and that they are actually so much further along because we are not sharing resources because we have such a stigma against the topic and subject matter. So I can't say this enough. This is a must-watch documentary. It is so unbelievably done. And I really truly think it's an Oscar caliber doc. The way that it's shot, the people that they got involved, the subject matter, and them taking such a serious, in-depth topic and still making it very clear. Their campaign, they need to get a great publicist on board, and I'm sure they already do, but this should be Oscar nominated. It was so well done. It's an amazing documentary. Nobody's going to walk away not learning something. And at this point, if you don't believe that there is another life source here, either from a different time or place or purpose, then it's because you're uneducated and haven't watched. Like, there's just no doubt in my mind after watching this, and before watching this, but after watching this, beyond a shadow of a doubt. So I think it's amazing. For those of you guys who saw it, do you feel the same way I did? How do you feel? For those of you who haven't seen it, are you planning on seeing it? What would you guys think if this won an Oscar? It could do unbelievable things for the UAP community and the stigma against UAPs. There is this thing in there that I'm referring to as the bubble theory that does the most incredible job explaining why we haven't been able to capture as clear images, why these objects are able to move the way they are, why they don't emit the same kinds of gases or toxins that we do, and why people who have come in contact with them have medical damage to them. And why this is not coming from Russia or China. This is coming from not human biologics. So yeah, that was that was the one part of it that I hadn't heard anything about, because I'm pretty well educated on the subject, and hearing about the bubble theory, I was like, oh my God, this is so interesting. In the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Adequate Greg, haven't been here for a while. Good to catch you live again. Looking forward to Wildcat. Sending much love. Thanks. What's your guys' plans to watch? I know we don't know exactly where it is in all of the states, but are you guys going to watch it when it's in theaters? Are you going to watch it on VOD? Are you going to watch it in the first week, first month, first year? Never? What are your thoughts? I want to know. Can you show me? I want to know about the strangers like me. Leonard, I don't ask you for much. You have to watch it. You got to watch it. I'm talking about now, age of disclosure. I know you're going to watch Wildcat. Like, I want to know, because you don't have to, but like, it's kind of the biggest documentary of all time. Like, the way that wow, Brit's going to watch on VOD. Are you talking about Wildcat, or are you talking about age of disclosure? Mike says if I can't see it in theaters, I'll definitely rent it. Right now it's $20 to rent. I know that's very steep. See if you can get a bunch of friends together to do it for age of disclosure. And if not, I'm sure the price will go down in like a month or something. Fingers crossed. Shout out to those who have Streamlabs so far. That's Usual Lurker, Mike Joyce, Imprinted on Roxy, Callie Loki, RQMDSMD, Mr. ND, and Adequate Greg, and of course to our super chatter of the day, Sexy Andrew. Appreciate you, dude. Hell to the yeah. Oh, my back hurts in this seat. So I'm leaving the day after Thanksgiving because I need to get back to LA, number one, because Real Rejects are having me come back because I need to watch the next episode of it. Since we don't have screeners for that, I got to fly back. And number two, because I'm Miss Grammy. Steve said, rent Wildcat, no New York theaters. It'd be so crazy for them to have a bunch of theaters in the Midwest, no New York theaters. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. It's like I don't want to be annoying and keep asking, but also I kind of do because my family's like, so are we watching this? Where? When? How? I think Christian got a screener of it. I think a few of my friends have gotten screeners of it. Mr. ND in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stringer. I'm curious, what do you usually audition for? Like, what do you try to go for? Do you mean like what medium or what kind of roles? I guess I could answer both questions. A lot of indie movies. I think that usually what your most recent thing you booked is what you go out for. I tend to get a lot of horror auditions. I think because even though Crust was a horror comedy, I was kind of in the world with that horror community. And then afterwards, I filmed that Party of Darkness horror movie that you guys still haven't seen. But because I did those back to back, I was going out for more horror stuff. And also, I kind of just have that face, like big eyes, deer in headlight look. I guess I'm scary as fuck looking. No, you guys know what I mean, though. And I love that. And also, I've gotten so in the horror world with the Shijak. So that what I don't go out for a lot right now is TV. Sometimes I'll get a TV audition here or there, but it is a lot of films, indie films, and yeah, a lot of more drama horror. I think that my comedic timing is really strong though, so I very much so look forward to because I went through the Groundlings program and it's kind of more like what I write. So I really look forward to the day I'm able to show my comedic chops off a little more. Yep. So yeah, thanks for the question. I hope that answered it. VOD stands for Video on Demand. VOD. Ha 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 ha. All right, well, we've been here for 40 minutes. Crazy. That means it's almost 11 o'clock on the East Coast. My day tomorrow is that I'm going to my dentist. Why am I going to my dentist, might you ask, even though I'm in Boston? Because despite me living in Los Angeles for 16 years, my dentist is still in Boston. Let that sink in. I'm so afraid to get a new dentist in 16 years. I don't. I just come here twice a year to go to the dentist. Cuckoo. 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 That's nuts, but I'm doing it anyway. So that, and then I'm getting dinner with a friend tomorrow night. I'm working for some Real Reject stuff. One of the things, it was my goal this year to post 365 days for Real Rejects. And I've done it so far. I haven't missed a day of posting. And so it's kind of a lot through the holidays, especially I'm not with them, so I can't be recording stuff, but I'm editing every single day for them. And that was not appointed by Greg, by the way. He appointed me, obviously, the social girl, but he was like, Rox, you do not need to post every day. Just, like, and I'm so obsessed with growing and adding value to the channel that I'm like, Greg, these major outlets, they post every day. They usually have full teams, but I want to see if at least once a day I can post. So I'm really proud of myself. So far, so good. But yeah, it does mean I'm working every day over the holidays, which again is not required by him. But I want to hit this goal and then kind of look back on the year of product and see what worked, what didn't, what people are liking, what's performing, etc. So that's tomorrow. Yeah, I've got to do a couple of clips. And then dentist, and then I gotta see my niece. I love her so much. And dinner with my friend. And then Tuesday, I think Christian's show. He hasn't told me that it's off, so I'm guessing it's on. Mel, you cannot schedule posts for all platforms. And even if you schedule it, you still have to check them. And if you're collaborating with somebody, you can't schedule it. And a lot of the times we're collaborating. Or if you use certain songs, you can't schedule it. Or for certain tags, you can't schedule it. So it's just not a foolproof method. And when you schedule it, also, a lot of the times the thumbnail messes up. So for all those reasons, and because then I also would have to be ahead on posts, and I am not right now. I am watching things every day and clipping out and doing things. So that is why. Wait, Brandy, isn't your birthday right around the corner? Or did we just pass it? Thank you to the belated to my mom. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, wait. To you saying he's gonna have a successful Kickstarter, the man is ahead of his time about Christian. I agree. He wrote a role for me. It is awesome. I need to get the role. You guys have to make a ton of noise about it. Like, I need everybody to talk about how much more willing, only if it's true, how much more excited you'd be to support a project that Steph and I are in. Ain't that the truth? Oh, yeah, your dad's is the same as my mom's, Brandy. That's it. Okay, next Sunday. What are you going to do for your birthday, girl? What you going to do? Yeah, exactly, Dr. Gravity. That's the mindset. If Roxy doesn't get it, we riot. Now, I'm not threatening because I still want him to do well no matter what. I love him. He's my homie. But I'm not out here promoting nonstop if I'm not involved with the project. I am going to promote a little and say, this is my friend Christian's project. But if Steph and I are in it, we ride till the wheels fall off. Gang, gang. Let's go. Exactly, Casey. Me and Steph, all the way the fuck in. That's the mentality, though. Mr. ND Fanatic, you will get the role of Steph. Manifest, baby. Manifestation. As we should. Not because I'm entitled, but because I've been with him for all this time. I work my ass off, and I think I'm pretty talented, and we know Steph is. So, yep. Yeah, PTB, editing and posting short form media is very taxing. It really is. It's like, it's a lot. Thank you for being impressed by my work ethic. I do like it, but it is a lot. Especially when you don't have, when you're like trying to come up with concept and content and like doing the captions and stuff. It's all the little things too. Shall we continue on? I'm not going to be here that much longer, but I am going to be here a little longer so that I can take any final Streamlabs and super chats. We didn't talk that much about it, but we will. We will in the coming weeks. The show is very good. It deserves our attention. RQMDSMD in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Schreier says, this is for the new computer fund. Thank you so much. Age of Disclosure was a lot of smoke, no fire. So I'll agree to disagree on its importance. Wait, where was the no fire? What about all the first-hand accounts? Or do you not call that fire? Like, if you don't see it yourself, even the footage that we did see, in all the government cover-ups, that's not fire to you? I'm shook at RQMDSMD. But I feel like this is the first time you and I have ever disagreed. And I love that you feel that way. I want to know why. I felt like the whole thing was fire. The theory on the bubble is smoke, not fire. It's just a theory. But the sightings in the government, the people involved in the government, the factions, that isn't that fire to you? Wow. Thank you for the support for the computer fund. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. It's $2,500. Like, how could anybody ever buy a computer? I don't understand. Brutal. Eek. Christmas reunion is so romantical. Wait, Britt, who's doing a Christmas reunion? Yeah, Mike, good question. What is everybody's Black Friday deals that they're doing? Oh, you're asking about for the computer? Apple's doing a $50 gift card for Black Friday. It's just like, no. That's what I heard they were doing, at least. Like, I'm not saying that's not nice, but oh, you and Justin are so cute. I'm so happy for you guys. Adorable. Fun, fun. All right, any final things, my loves? Let's see what's going on in the Streamlabs. I have to rob a bank. I know. Because just how, who, what, when, where, why, how. Just feels like, when's the last time anybody bought a new Apple? He's moving here. I'm so happy for you, Brandy. So happy for you. Brandy, did you ever go to White Mountain Creamery on BC's campus? Did you ever spend any time at BC? Boston College. Boston. You paid off your MacBook with a Best Buy credit card. Yeah, I just like, how many credit cards are we going to take out? Forget Black Friday deals. We need some grocery deals. Hopefully, maybe they have Black Friday deals. Oh my God, you did? Brandy, how good was White Mountain Creamery? I'm so sad. Brutal. But I don't know what to do because I literally don't have a laptop that can stream. And that's kind of like what I do for work. I only have the PC at home. But if I go anywhere, like my MacBook does not work anymore. It's just very fucking stressful. It's very fucking stressful. If you're wondering if it's stressful, it's very fucking stressful. Thank you for noticing. Thank you. I've actually noticed my new phone is life-changing, though. It does take such better footage, and that is so important for what I do for work, for rejects, and General Mente. So I'm very happy I did that. But I'm on a payment plan for that, which you can do for your MacBook also. But it's like, oh my God, how many payment plans are we on? I have ice cream barn in Swansea. Where the fuck is Swansea? Huh. Never heard of it. Just don't know it. All right. Swansea. Oh, I've heard of Swansea. That's how you spell it. Where is Swansea? Is it North Shore? Let me look. Swansea. Oh, it's near Fall River. The Taunton. Yeah, huh. I've never been there. It's low-key far from me. So it's South Shore. Oh my God. Fall River, Swansea, Bristol. So close to Providence. So fun. And Newport. Damn. Far, 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 far. Anyway, I want a new phone too. Lots of storage space. Now, my new phone has the middle amount of storage space. I wanted to do the most, but it's so much more expensive. The story of everybody's life. I wanted to do this, but money is a thing. Money, please. All right. That's it. See you guys, I think Wednesday. No, fuck. Not here this Wednesday. All right, maybe I can do a different day. I want to talk to you guys after Wildcat, though. Maybe I'll do a Thanksgiving stream if anybody wants to hang. Let me know if you guys would want that. Otherwise, then we'll just do the Sunday when I'm back in LA. I'll be in the studio to watch it, so it might be a weird time. So many thoughts, questions, comments, concerns. I'll keep you posted. Stay safe, stay sane. Put down the toilet seat and live. We don't want those flumes. Don't traumatize the Holocaust. Justice for all the people who lost their lives due to excessive force. My body, my choice. Forever on the rainbow. We love you. We stand with the women of Iran, some of the bravest women we've ever seen. And Golden Sparkles, the Zen one, himself, Glenn Caesar. Happy early Thanksgiving. I hope I see you guys before that. I definitely will on Christians. I think I will one more time here. Other than that, check out Wildcat on Tuesday. That's the movie I'm in. And do things that make you happy and stay safe. I know I already said that one, but safety is important. All right. Much love, friends.